Hey ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? This is Mr. Chadwick Robinson, aka Mr. World Class, your cryptologist, guys. I'm excited, and I wanted to make this channel for people who really are trying to learn cryptocurrency. Maybe you've been hearing about Bitcoin. Maybe you're trying to learn more about Bitcoin, and so I want to kind of share with you guys a little bit about Bitcoin. This is going to be the first live that we're going to do, and so I'll get this message out, guys. I'm going to start doing these pretty consistently here because I know there needs to be a platform for people to learn digital currency, Bitcoin, the ins and outs, so they can make educated decisions on how to go about getting themselves invested and started. And so I know there's going to be a couple people that's probably going to come onto this chat pretty live here, so let's make some quick adjustments and make sure that everyone can hear me. I do have my Facebook up. I know some people are probably viewing this live on Facebook. If you are, let me know if you can hear me, and we'll rock and roll, guys. I'll give people a few minutes here to make sure that we're ready to rock and roll. But I can tell you guys, I'm excited. Maybe you've been hearing about Bitcoin. Maybe you've been hearing about digital currency. You know, you've been hearing the buzz. You want to get yourself, you want to know more about it. Maybe possibly you're thinking of joining and trying to become an investor in this global phenomenon. And so I just wanted this first one to start off with some of the basics. You know, the basics. What is Bitcoin? And so we're going to dive into that in about another 30 seconds here. Let me just verify with my people here for those who might be on the live. Make sure that everything is good before we actually get started. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on one second. Okay, so let's kind of talk, guys. Let's just kind of talk. You know, what is Bitcoin? I think we'll start there. What is Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin is a digital currency. It's the first ever digital global currency that can be used all over the globe. What do we mean by digital currency? Well, I want you to think about, you know, currency itself. What is currency? Right? When currency first came out, guys, currency, you know, it's anything that you could trade that had value was currency, right? I give you rice, you give me beans. I give you apples, you give me bananas, right? That's what currency was. And then eventually currency changed, and right? And what was currency? Okay, gold and silver, right? Gold and silver. You wanted to buy things that you would, you know, you would have gold and silver. That was how you would pay for things, with gold and silver. And then you fast forward, guys. You fast forward and then you start saying, okay, well, what's currency now? Well, they came out with the IOU, and eventually they came out with paper, and they started calling paper money. Now, when they started calling paper money, there was a major uproar. People were like, paper is not money. Gold and silver is money, not paper. But eventually businesses started to accept paper as money, and eventually paper went mainstream, and everyone started to accept paper as money. And then another change happened. Someone came out with the plastic card. And people started to say, hey, plastic was money. The Visa card, the debit card. And there was an uproar. People were like, I don't believe in credit cards. Just go ahead and give me cash. Cash is my card. Give me cash. And that's how I want to pay for things. I want cash. I don't want a card. But eventually, guess what happened, guys? Same thing happened. Credit cards eventually became mainstream. People started to accept cards as currency. And now you look over, everyone has a debit card or some type of prepaid card or some type of bank. Well, fast forward, guys. Someone came out with what you call digital currency. And now you have this digital currency that's been out for over 10 years called the Bitcoin, where you can do the same thing that you can do with the plastic card. You can do the same thing that you can do with cash, with paper. You can buy things. You can buy homes. You can buy real estate. You can buy cars. You can pay for your flights, right? You can do business all over the world. What's so powerful about the Bitcoin is that the Bitcoin is is a global currency. It's not a currency that's restricted to boundaries. It has no boundaries. So when you look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is kind of like a transformer. It transforms into every currency. And that's the power of it, really. See, your USD dollar, you can't pretty much go to China and use a USD dollar, right? I have some euros right now in my wallet from Europe. But if I go and try to spend that $10 in euros at a restaurant here in the States, they're going to say they don't accept euros. I have to get that exchanged into a USD dollar. But I can take my Bitcoin right now on a Visa card and I could go spend it in the US. I could go spend it anywhere here, right? I can hop on a plane right now and go to Europe and use that same card on Bitcoin, and I can still pay for a meal, right? I can go right now, to Ethiopia or any country, guys, and I can use those Bitcoins and I could spend it the same way that I could spend it here in the States. That is so valuable. Now, the Bitcoin is on the stock exchange, right? And so as the value of it continues to go up, it creates a situation or an opportunity for a person to get really wealthy, right? The Bitcoin started off at below 10 cents a Bitcoin 10 years ago. Now the Bitcoin is over $2,200 a Bitcoin. They say that those that see the invisible can do the impossible. There were people who invested $10,000 into Bitcoin at 10 cents a Bitcoin. That means that they got their hands on 1,000 Bitcoins at 10 cents. 1,000 Bitcoins. Now those Bitcoins are worth $2,200 a Bitcoin. Do the math. It's over $2.2 million generated. That means a $10,000 investment 10 years ago is now worth $2.2 million. Some people invested $100,000. Do the math on that. $20 million. So I want you to think about that. They say they're predicting that the Bitcoin one day could be as valuable as $500,000 to $1 million one day. So what if you had your hands on a Bitcoin today and you sat on it for 10 years and next thing you know, you looked up and the Bitcoin was worth $1 million? You'll literally be a millionaire. Okay, and there's other cryptocurrencies that's out now that's babies. Bitcoin is the first. It's the Uber. It's the Facebook. It was the first digital currency ever created by the blockchain technology, which is a encrypted technology that's unpenetrable. And it's decentralized. It's not controlled by the government. The government did not create it. An anonymous source created it. No one knows who created the Bitcoin. All we know is that the Bitcoin right now is revolutionizing not only the financial industry, it's revolutionizing every industry. It's revolutionizing everything that we know that exists today, just like the internet. See, the internet revolutionized everything. It revolutionized everything. I remember, when the internet first came out, guys, the internet, when it came to businesses were not using the internet. Now, you're irrelevant if you have a business and it's not on the internet. The internet has revolutionized every business. The way you promote, the way you market, the way you bring sales in, the way you attract people, the way you accumulate and attract customers, right? Well, digital currency is doing the same. It is revolutionizing every single industry. And I'm honored to be here as one of the ambassadors here in cryptocurrency to teach people. And so I wanted to create a channel that's going to teach people and show people and guide people, because there's going to be a lot of opportunities that's going to be pie in the sky opportunities now with cryptocurrency. And you're going to have to be aware of that. And you're going to have to make smart decisions. You're going to have to invest well, in this industry. You might lose some and you might win some. To be an investor, you have to be able to lose in order to win sometimes. You're not going to go through spots, squeaky clean right now because Bitcoin is so new right now. And so you're going to need leaders who's studying this industry. You're going to need to be pointed in the right direction so you make great decisions on your investments. I can tell you, it's amazing to see some of these companies out here and some of the returns that you can make on your income through investing. But you want to be partnered with the right people that can show you how to do that. Okay, the first step is to be able to get you a Bitcoin wallet. There's several wallets out there. I'll put some information below for those who want to know what wallets to click on. I'll also below give you some references to some great places where you can buy some Bitcoins. because you definitely want to invest and get you some Bitcoins, whether you're buying $5 worth of Bitcoin or $100 or 500 or 1,000 or 10,000. Based on your budget, it doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, you want to get your hands on some Bitcoin. You want to get your hands on some Bitcoin, and I could show you how to do that, show you how to build your investment portfolio. And I'm excited for everyone that's want to know about it. Or maybe you're already a part of it. Maybe you're a part of a deal right now, and you're just trying to figure out how to diversify your income. You're looking for some other deals outside of what you're currently doing, which I highly recommend. I highly recommend that you not put all your eggs in one basket in this arena of digital currency and Bitcoin. You need to have more than one investment that you have going on. You want your portfolio to be diverse, right? You want it to be very diverse. And so I'm here to help serve as an ambassador, and a cryptologist to help you guys, point you in the right directions. And so the first thing I want you to do is subscribe to this channel. I want you to share this channel. Tell anyone that you do know, if you have friends that you've introduced to the crypto world and you want to guide them in the right way, tell them subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be doing more videos teaching people about cryptocurrency, how you can actually generate money through cryptocurrency, how do you make smart investments through cryptocurrency. I've been studying, doing a lot of research, evaluating different businesses. You want to make sure that you vet out your businesses and the opportunities you choose to be a part of. And so this is just the first training. I hope that you guys love this first introduction to Bitcoin, and hopefully this video shares a little bit with you about what digital currency is, what the Bitcoin is. And I want you guys to stay connected, stay plugged in, and take charge. Remember, you're built for greatness. I want to see your dreams become a reality, and I believe that cryptocurrency could be a vehicle that could fuel, be the fuel to your dreams and your goals and the things you want to accomplish, if you take advantage of the moment, the timing, and get yourself in this world, become an expert, diversify, build your portfolio. I think you can do some amazing things. So that's my time, guys. Until the next one. If you have any questions, I think we actually have a live chat here. Let me say something on the live chat. There's a live chatting function. I haven't used it. This is my first time. But for those, if you're watching this later on and you decide you have some comments or so, I'm pretty sure there's a way to comment on this. And I'll go back and read comments and respond to comments. Let's create a community. Let's create a place where people can come and be encouraged. They can get the knowledge, the understanding that they do need when it comes to this space, guys. And I'm excited for your future. So until next time, guys, I'll be doing part 2, talking more. And click the links below, guys. I'll put some links below there. Some great reference points for you to get connected to Bitcoin. And like I always say, we won't see you at the top. We'll see you over the top, because you're built for greatness. Talk to you soon. All right, bye.